the breastfeeding part is super critical. Or have you seen like infants that have been breastfed for, let's say, 2 years, and they still end up with poorly developed faces? Is that a thing?
I have. Yeah.
Huh.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes. I have a 3-year-old in my practice who is still nursing, and just extremely symptomatic in terms of airway issues. One of the parent actually sleeps with the child and sees her breathing through her mouth heavily, rolling around all night, just terrible, unrestful sleep. And she's been to ENTs, and tonsils aren't enlarged and adenoids aren't enlarged. So no ENT wanted to operate, did a sleep study, and there were no formal apneas of 10 seconds or more that would lead to a diagnosis of obstructive sleep apnea. And so the medical community didn't quite know what to do with this child. And, I examine her, and there's no space between any of the primary teeth. And in fact, there's some overlap and crowding of the primary teeth, which there should not be. And so I see a very small oral cavity. But so yes, to answer your question in a long way, there are, times where you think, okay, breastfeeding till 3 years, great. And there's still this, what we would consider underdevelopment. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
complex.
I think it's just so overwhelming to think about this from a more holistic point of view. I was recently on vacation in Maine, and the thing that I noticed, and I was at this vacation spot, and there were kids everywhere. I had never seen so many kids before, like since I was a kid, probably. And I just noticed that there were not many like good-looking little kids. A lot of them were really kind of haggard looking, and I could just tell that their faces were not on the right track. And I thought to myself, something is seriously wrong here. Like, this is almost like I'm in some sort of dystopian future where human anatomy is falling apart.